Hello. The objective of this video is to talk about the intonation when asking a yes or no question and an information question. So let's start with yes or no questions. A yes or no question is a question that can be answered by yes or no. For example, do you like pasta? Are you Brazilian? So here you can answer, do you like pasta? With yes, I do. And are you Brazilian? No. So they are examples of yes or no questions. An information question is a question that asks for information by using a question word. For example, where, when, what, who, why, things like this. Sometimes you need more than just a simple word. For example, what kind of music? So here are some examples of information questions. Where do you live? When did she wake up? Which countries have you been to? Why does he like it? Who do you make food for in your family? How do you go to work? Those questions, they cannot be answered by a simple yes or no. They require a complete answer. For example, where do you live? Then you need to answer with the information about this. In Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro. Uh, Grammar and word order are important when asking a question, but also is intonation. Intonation is the rise and fall of the speech pattern. It's what we may call the melody of the speech. So, for example, a pitch can be high like this, or a pitch can be low. You can rise the intonation, or you can make it fall. Questions and affirmative sentences, they have a specific type of pitch that can be rising or can be falling. And the melody also indicates whether someone has finished speaking. So, for example, if I say, it's a pleasure to meet you, it's different. The intonation is falling. I'll repeat one more time. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's different from saying, it's a pleasure to meet you. In this case, it's not certain if it is a pleasure to meet the person. It's not clear, the intonation. So it may sound like a doubt. It's a pleasure to meet you. Or I can also say another sentence is, thanks for your time. So the emphasis is thanks and then goes down until time that I close. I have a low pitch. So one more time. Thanks for your time. Different from saying thanks for your time. So in this case, it's unclear if I'm really thankful for the time. So the falling intonation gives an idea that something finished, sounds finished. So then we go back to the questions. Yes or no questions, they have a rising intonation. So for example, do you like pasta? Are you Brazilian? And the information questions, they have falling pitch. For example, where do you live? So the emphasis is on the first part of the sentence. Where? Where do you live? When did she wake up? What kind of music do you like? Now pay attention to the difference between an information question and a yes or no question. Start with a yes or no question. Have you been to Europe? So the emphasis is the final part of the sentence. Have you been to Europe? Do you like Italian food? Are you Brazilian? Information question. Why are you studying English? Where do you live? Where are you from? How are you? So it's important the difference between the intonation patterns because statements, affirmative sentences, and information questions they use falling intonation. Example of affirmative sentence: thanks for your time. Nice to meet you. Example of information question: what's your name? Why are you studying English? Yes or no questions, they have rising intonation. Do you like Japanese food? Are you here for the job interview? So I'll put a summary of the word order in this part of the blog. Thanks for your time.